We all know Saints fans bleed black and gold.
I love how people get creative.
But one man's love for the team will be with him until the end.
It's different, very different. Not a lot of people, I guess, would want a bunch of signatures on their back.
I saved this dead center of the fleur-de-lis for Drew Brees.
Brian Henry started as a collector.
My grandfather, growing up, would bring me to Tulane Stadium and to go watch the practices and stuff like that. And I'd get, you know, the flyers, pamphlets signed from back then. And I just really never stopped.
But when everything was stolen from him in 2010,
Heartbreaking to know that years and years of collecting is gone.
he and Robert Meacham came up with another idea, a little more permanent.
I was sitting there talking to him, and he's like, dude, you know the only thing you take to the grave is a tattoo.
So far, 35 people, mostly players, have signed his back, which is then tattooed.
You know, their mouth drops.
Recent gets include Alvin Kamara and the one and only number 9.
My favorite one, of course, would have to be Drew, because I've chased him since 2011.
Brian is completely overwhelmed with the amount of response he's gotten from his tattoos. He says a lot of it has been very positive. Some has been bad, but that negativity, he says, he's not focusing on.
I don't like every tattoo that everybody puts on their body, but that's not for me. That's what they like. You know, this to me is what I like.
What he is focusing on is who he'd like to get next.
Mrs. Benson, Sean Payton, Ingram's another one.
And of course, the upcoming season when the Who Dat Nation gets to see their favorite team take the field.
He is also hoping to get a signature from Deuce. He also tells me his only regret, because of course tattoos are permanent.
Yes, they are.
His only regret is not getting Steve Gleason to sign his back with his autograph when he had the chance. And I also was, interviewing him. There was a lovely lady who was there, fascinated by it. She told me that tattoos really aren't her cup of tea, but she loved the tattoos on his back. Loved them.
I'm going to say this, no Saints fan is going to argue about his dedication and how cool they are. I mean, you might be on the fence about certain tattoos,
Sure.
but no faithful Who Dat's going to say that's a bad choice.
It's a
They're
great
gonna love that.
conversation starter, I guess you could say, right?
Yes, and it's a great excuse to keep your shirt off, especially.